Welcome back, everybody. So the state of Kansas has agreed to pause enforcement of their anti-trans laws for 20 more days. Stick around. I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to read part of this article real quick. Be a doll, hit the like button. This is from kwch.com. Wichita, Kansas. The Kansas Attorney General Kris Kobach agreed on Friday to pause enforcement of the state's new transgender law for 20 days. Kobach told a district judge he will not enforce penalties until March 26. The judge will rule on a temporary restraining order on Tuesday. The temporary restraining order would last for 2 weeks and could be extended another 2 weeks to give both sides time to prepare their arguments for the next hearing. Last week, 2 trans Kansas men sued the state after the legislature passed Senate Bill 244, which requires people to use bathrooms and locker rooms based on their assigned sex at birth inside government buildings. The law also invalidated the driver's licenses and birth certificates of Kansans who have changed their gender markers. So, y'all, this is not just a bathroom bill. This bill rejects current and accurate government-issued identification. And these bills are disguised as bathroom bills or sports bills, and they go much, much deeper than that. This is unconstitutional, this is anti-American, and it's inhumane treatment of human beings. And that was the point. So several months ago, America was warned by top genocide experts that Republicans were in the early stages of a genocide against transgender Americans. Red states are implementing laws to make survival impossible for trans people and trans children. Awareness on this issue is being censored. I switched platforms because of the changes TikTok made, and viewership suffered. Kansas was not the only state to delay these new laws. Utah just extended their ban on gender-affirming care for minors for 1 more year before they permanently ban it. So why the delays? If Republicans are dead set on a genocide of trans people, why delay? Well, first, I think it's because not all Republicans agree and they're starting to turn on the regime. The problem is that they're not really saying anything about it. Our Democratic leadership even seems to have abandoned LGBT people. And right now is the time that Democrats should be resisting all of this, and they're just not. Which leaves us to rely on Republicans. And if history shows us anything, it's that Republicans stay silent when their leaders go corrupt. I think they're trying to buy time for trans people to be able to leave the state and be safe. I also think that the mass exodus of trans people will be affecting the red states' economies. There are consequences of a mass exodus of a large population of people leaving. There's already been close to 500,000 trans people migrate out of red states into blue states, and that number is only growing. Hopefully, with the primaries this year, we can get Democrats back into power, and assuming there's no cheating by Republicans, and we can all bet that there will be, going forward, we need to hold these Republicans accountable for their crimes they have committed. And we need to have laws in place to safeguard us from this ever happening again. I don't know what the end result is going to be, and I don't know what it's going to take for Republicans to realize they're making awful decisions and awful mistakes. But I think a couple of them may have already realized this, which is why they're starting to have these delays and turn against Donald Trump. So anyway, thank you guys for listening. Please like this, leave your comments, subscribe to stay updated on important news. I'll be back very soon. Bye.